G'day. It's redfirekeep, aka Eagle Scream. We're looking at my Airplane Manager 4 account. 10 months in, we're going to get right into it. So as you can see, my share price, my planes. Again, I use the B737s and the ERJs for a sim I'm running. I'm slowly depleting my max 10s as I build more A380s. I really don't care about corporate anymore, in case you're wondering why I don't have 20. I find them an annoyance because they really don't make that much money and they're gas guzzlers, and I'm like, who cares about them? um, let's check out my routes. Again, not really focused on the B737s and the ERJs and the G7500 because they're not optimized. Based on, and you might say, well, these are optimized. Yeah, they're optimized based on how many seats they have. But in terms of, is that the best route from Singapore? No. I can tell you that right now. No. I have a simulation going on. Somebody else manages them, and again, so it's different, and don't really worry about it. My max tens. Again, I just show you these because I'm constantly trying to find better routes. Don't really care about the freight planes. These are probably not the best routes either for them. Again, for my B737s, ERJs, and the freight, if you want to find better routes, check my video 7.5 months in. You should see a little link for that up here. My A330 800 Neos, I haven't touched, so it's the same thing it has been for the last month or two. And then my A380s, that's the one that's changed. I'm constantly updating that, adding new routes. Just added another one out of Paraguay. My hubs, this is the last update that I've done to them. As you can see, I'm building more planes in Paraguay. Then I'm going to go back to Marshall Islands. How am I deciding what that is? Well, it's really simple. I do research. I go to whatever hub it is. I type in 30,000, which really I could probably type in 20,000. I'll get the same results. F class. And I started off everything with 300. And then, so I started Toronto to Paraguay, like that. Toronto being my first hub. And then I did all the 200s, and now I'm on the 100s, which is really tough to do because um, a place like this, obviously, you're going to have enough coach class. But there's one here that's a really good example. Yeah, this one here. On an A380 800, yeah, you usually fly 3 times. You can fly as much. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. You can fly as much, depart as much as 3 times in a day. You're going to stock out, and then you're going to be flying with no seats or very few on the last flight, possibly even the last two. I haven't measured that exactly. And so a route like this, even though it's 19,000 kilometers, you fly that 3 times a day, which it could, just depending on what times you take off, what times you land. Yeah, you're going to stock out, and then you're basically flying an empty plane, and you might even be losing money on that flight. And let's face facts, once you get into over 100 planes, you're not micromanaging, or at least I'm not. If you want to do that, have fun. But all these planes are flying. Yeah, I'm not checking that much in detail. I'm meticulous, but that's just again, good luck to you if you are. So, I think that's really it. Again, my hubs, as I noted, Toronto. Uh, Big fan of Atlanta. Big fan of Los Angeles. Um, Possibly I could find a closer route and still make more money, but in terms of long distances, I actually, at least in easy mode, which is what I operate in, I don't seem to be making as much money in that. There's not as much demand for those types of routes. Paris is decent. Brasilia is decent. Cairo, Singapore, Beijing, their capital. Caracas is great. Moscow is a disappointment. Washington, yeah, no. Seotomi is good. New Delhi, I figure by the time I get into the hundreds, it'll get up to 10, and then I'll build an exclusive lounge. I don't know if 10 is sort of the sweet spot. It's double digits, so I'll start building exclusive lounges there. So if you have a question of why I chose 10, completely arbitrary, might not be the best, but I'm still making money doing that, so but maybe it's 9, maybe it's 20, I don't know. So just in case you were wondering that. Sydney, Denver, Phoenix, meh. Houston, Santiago, Chile are good. Indianapolis, why? Kingstown, meh. I figure by the time I get to the hundreds in terms of F demand for my Airbus 380s, that should get to, I'm hoping, 10. Same with Chicago. Um, New York JFK. Again, everybody's like, this is a great route. Um, nah, I don't see it. And again, maybe I need a different type of plane to see it, but at least with the Airbus A380 800, which is really end game. I know some people are going to argue the B747 400Ds give you more, and the A330 900 Neos are better. I only tried one of these planes, and one of these planes didn't really experiment enough with that to truly know. So, but most people seem to think this is the end game plane. I would agree with that. However, realize not doing enough experimentation on these two planes. Maybe I'm wrong, but at least using that plane, yeah, New York's not the best route. Detroit sucks. Guangzhou, I think it'll improve once I hit it with hundreds. And Marshall Islands, that's on 200s for F demand. So I haven't even gotten to the hundreds yet. So that's actually a good place. I'm still looking. I'm actually probably going to get another hub. So but yeah, I don't think I really need to cover much else. I haven't really updated my best routes. Every so often, I'll see, hey, which one is making money over a period of time, whether that's 1 day, 5 days, whatever. But I really haven't updated that since the last video. So, and again, that's really been my ERJs and B737s. The last time I made the moneymaker planes, I only had what is that? 10, 20, maybe 30 A380s. So, yeah, not fully updated, but figure I'll go through these anyways. Just in case you don't feel like having to search through my other videos, you can at least see this information because it's some good info. Just in terms of, and again, you'll have to pause it and look at it after the fact with me scrolling through it like that, but at least that way you can see if you're new to the game, hey, which routes did really well for me. Recognizing that I am using easy mode, so if you're using hard mode, you might have limitations based on, one, you're not going to make as much cash, and two, you might not be able to land there because the landing distance is not enough for the type of plane you're flying. So, but anyhow, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give me a like, please subscribe, and I hope you check out my next vid. Later.